tell you, the original people went to the Friendly Grill. It was the only place in town where people were going to
They have like high end cheese.
They would have a board with all the top 10 R&B music on it, and they sold 45.
Come on down to the side. That one over here. Is it on this side? It's on both sides.
Greasy spots on this side. There are no greasy spots.
Carla for all her hard work putting this event together for all of us to share in. And I want to thank Reverend Harmon for opening the church doors up to this event. We appreciate you guys hosting us so much at First Baptist. It's been years since I was there, but it's always home when you get back to a church like First Baptist. I wanted to try to just give a few concluding remarks. We've had so many wonderful speakers today. We have so many distinguished officials who are already in office, judges of the Supreme Court, and judges of the county courts, and people running for office, and that continues a long tradition that we've had here in Enfield. You go out on the west side and you see the historical marker of Congressman James O'Hara, who was from Enfield, and he was a lawyer in Enfield, and he started a newspaper in Enfield, the Enfield Progress, and so we've got a long history. He went to Congress 2 terms, and this was after Reconstruction, and so we know what happened at the end of Reconstruction, and like then, now black folks again have to save democracy.
Yes.
That's right. We heard the young lady say 165,000 votes that were not cast here in this state. We need to do everything we can to get those folks on the books and to get them out to the polls. I couldn't help but reminisce as the movie was playing and the people were giving their testimonials about trying to get access to the library. And I remembered I was chairman of Enfield Precinct number 2, which is the largest black precinct in the Halifax County. And we were working to get folks out to the polls, and on election morning, we get the cars out rolling, and we go over into Black Bottom in the community, and we would get the older folks out to the polls in the morning. And in the afternoon, the younger people, the folks who were working, would come to the polls. And I remember I was over in Black Bottom, and there was an older woman, and I said, ma'am, don't you want to come on and take a ride downtown so you can vote? And she said, son, I don't want to go down to that place. I said, what are you talking about? Because it was at the old library. She said, that's where they used to take black folk to beat them up. And the light bulb went off in my head. It wasn't accidental that the polling place was put there. That's right, it was put there intentionally. And so as chairman of precinct number 2, I petitioned the County Board of Elections to move the precinct. Had to go up through to the state, the U.S. Justice Department, because we were under Section 5 of the Voting Rights Act back then. But they allowed us to move it, and I had it moved out to Borden School. As far as I know, it's still out there. It's not there?
I don't know.
Well,
First Baptist.
First Baptist.
Yeah. Where we just left. Where we just left. We're ready to go back to eat. That's where we go.
That's good, because as my aunt said, it's not in the jail anymore. And so that was a source of depressing the voter turnout. And what we got to understand is those same things are going on right now. They don't want us to come out to vote. We got a young man, a historian by nature, and he knows all sorts of tidbits of history about Halifax County. Halifax County is a hard county.
Yes.
It's a hard county, but it's got good people in it.
Yes, absolutely.
And we just have to keep doing what we're doing, being a role model for so many young people. We got so many young people with us today, but we need to be role models so that they will grow up, and when it's their turn to stand before the registrar and put their name on the line and vote, get others out to vote, they'll be ready to take that step forward. So I want to thank again Carla and the Deltas and all the individuals now and who've left us because their spirit lives within us going forward. And election day is Tuesday, so we don't have long, but we got many bridges to cross and roads to pass. And this will be the last thing I'll say, because I was thinking about it last night. I said, well, what can I say about this moment? And I said, I thought of this thing. I'm gonna read it because I want to make sure I get it right. And I thought about this thing, and this was something that President Obama, but also Martin Luther King used to say. The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice.
All right.
And so you think about what Willa went through, what our family went through, what our community went through, and now 60 years later, we're still here, bending that arc toward justice. All right. Thank you.
Thank you all. We have another beautiful North Carolina Civil Rights Trail landmark. Right now, today, it is on Pope Street. It will be moved by the first of the week. I've spoken with the town, and we're going to place it 301 southbound. So when they drive through, they'll know we are answering the call to justice. And we're going to do some powerful things. I'm willing. Your dream will not be the first. That's right. You understand that? It will continue on. We're going to pass it on to all these things that we have. That's the responsibility.
As Black people, we have always carried on. The new generation takes on where the old generation needs.
That's it.
And that's our charge.
That's our charge.
That's what we have to do.
You heard that?
We have to fight the fight during our time with the tools that are appropriate for the time. And so this time we can all vote. We can, those of you who are registered in this, and encourage other people to vote. And you younger ones who are standing around, your opportunity will come too. This is our heritage. This is who we are. We are known all around the world for people who don't give up. And this is a mean man that we are wrestling with, and women. So we have never given up the fight. We take hold and we do what we can in our life.
Thank you so much. And young people, there are things that you all can do right now. You can do the canvassing. You can do the walking that many of us can't do. You can go and leave that information. You can find someone like Mr. Pierce here who's running for office. Mr. Pierce, what can I do for you? How can I help you? I can pass these brochures out. There are things you can start doing now to plant that social justice seed inside you so that it will begin to grow. And as you get older, you will enjoy it more, and you will always want to fight for what's right. Okay? So know that there is something that you can do now till we can get you registered at age 18. Thank y'all so very much. Let's go back and have a little bit of repast down at the church and fellowship. There are a few cars that have come down. Many of you will need to catch a ride back that walked up, and we're ready to get everyone back, and we're going to spend some more time together celebrating with you, Aunt Willa. All right? And we got some more comments. Our president will be talking to us while we're eating. All right. Flip hands.